Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a really interesting show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So yesterday was a day where I really didn't pay attention to any sports whatsoever. I only started catching up on things when I woke up this morning. Just decided to take a break. I said, you know, man, let's just do other things. So apparently there were some games that were played last night. I didn't watch any of them, but one of the ones that got a lot of people talking was the game involving two teams that recently just pulled off two mega trades. The first game featured the Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. I did see the highlights, obviously, and in that game, the Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors pretty handily by 8 points. But I think in the first half they were up by a lot. LeBron was hitting half-court threes. I mean, it was just a total. It was a total. You just put on a total show, and beating them. So the television show that was covering the game was TNT, featuring the Inside the NBA crew with Chuck, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq, and they were talking about that. And ever since this Laker trade went down, a lot of people are of the mindset that this team could be a contender, and there are other people out there that believe that this thing is not going to work out given the redundant style of play between Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Someone is going to have to come off the rock, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of been the pervasive narrative out there. So during the halftime show and at the end of the game, they were talking about it. And then Charles Barkley decided to call out TNT and other networks that are overhyping this trade of Luka Doncic joining LeBron James and the Lakers, and it got pretty heated at one point. But before we even get into what Chuck had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least two for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we'd like to do now is we'd like to play a quick compilation of some of the things that Charles Barkley had to say on the show, especially the Shaq and Kenny, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Charles had to say here.
Oh, when is Charles Barkley going to apologize to the Lakers?
Oh, yeah, you saw
They brought in Matthews, NBA.
They really dominating this Golden State Warriors team. That juggernaut they got. Oh, man. Shut up. Watch the game. Shut the hell up.
Said they stink. They're right. Apologize. They in fifth place. You reward winning, right? And that's what you always say.
Yeah. They're not going to go hard in 5. Listen,
Yeah,
hey,
you said
listen, man, I'm not going to overreact to them beating the Golden State Warriors. Listen, Lakers are not contenders. Y'all can tweet and whatever y'all want to.
You said they stink. They do not stink.
The Lakers are a mediocre team. Just because you beat the Warriors stink.
Even when
This team's about to be 11 games over 500.
Hey, man, that don't mean they're contenders.
It doesn't make you.
Do not start doing what the other networks do. The Lakers are not contenders.
You're better than mediocre. I'm just saying
about Detroit, but you won't get the Lakers no props.
That's better than mediocre, Chuck.
Detroit, they're having a good, solid season. But you asked them, was the Lakers contenders? The Lakers are not
That's
contenders.
Not what he said.
The Lakers are not contenders.
You said they were mediocre.
They are mediocre.
sound like the Wizard of Oz. The Lakers are not
Lakers
contenders.
are not a contender.
The Lakers are not contenders.
Now, on the other hand, the Warriors, Jimmy Butler don't know.
The Warriors are contenders.
And on the other hand,
the Warriors don't know Jimmy don't know what he got into, buddy.
They have a shot.
had to part with Dalton Connect in
I like Mark
the
Williams.
course of that deal.
Did you answer this question, man?
Yeah, I answered the question.
What did you say? You didn't say.
He said they're playing well right now. I'm saying what's the ceiling?
Yeah, I said what's the ceiling?
Well, I don't
Others
think they're
have
a
to play
contender.
great.
First of all, the Mavs,
How you not a contender with Luka Doncic and DeMar, like on the team?
because they're not a contender.
They were, last year Luka went. Yeah, gotta let you talk.
Well, I think Shaq does have a point. This is about the Mavs right now. I love Max Christie too. I think people sleeping on the Max Christie part. The Mavs gonna have a chance to win a championship this year. The Lakers don't have a chance to win a championship this year. The Mavs do. OKC is the team to beat. I don't think the Lakers are better than the Mavs. I'm not sure they're better than Memphis. I'm not sure they're better than the Rockets. But this trade, in my opinion, we're all just conjecture.
So even after adding Luka, you don't think they're better than those teams?
I do not.
You still think they're 5 right now? They're gonna stay 5, or they're gonna?
They're going to stay 5.
All right.
Because number one, they're not going to be good defensively, and it's going to be a really hard adjustment for Luka Doncic, in my opinion. Because I've said I think they're going to have a hard time playing together because both of them are really ball dominant. LeBron can kind of get away with that. Luka's never played without the ball. Get away with that. Luka's never played without the ball. He's going to have the ball probably less than he's ever had in his life. Like I say, LeBron is so great. He can make the adjustments. But Luka's going number one. We've said he's going to have to learn to play faster because they're not going to play like LeBron, and those guys are not going to do like he did against the Mavs where he gets the ball 100% of the time. He's going to have to learn to play the wing some. But listen, you just can't put great players together and think it's going to work.
So you heard what Charles Barkley had to say there, right? What are my thoughts about this? I have a lot of thoughts, okay? I have a lot of thoughts about what Charles is saying there. First of all, let's talk about the Lakers, okay? The Lakers have been surprising a lot of people, and I'm amongst some of the people that they've been surprising. The Lakers right now, if you look at the Western Conference standings, they're in the number 5 spot. Okay, but they're tied for losses with the Nuggets and the Rockets, which would put them in the 3 seed. Now, granted, the Rockets have dropped 5 games in a row, which kind of allowed the Lakers to get back into the chase for a top 3 seed in the West. But nevertheless, the Lakers have been playing very well from that standpoint. Now, if we look at some of the teams that they've beaten some good teams. They did beat the Knicks, which is a good team. They did beat the Clippers, which is a good team, and they beat them by at least 10 to 15 points. So they beat those teams. Then they played a weaker team in the Washington Wizards. They lost the game that they weren't supposed to lose against the Philadelphia 76ers. They ended up beating the Hornets, which are a decent team. They beat the Warriors, but then they beat the Celtics. That's a good team as well that they beat. And then before that, they lost to the Clippers, and then they beat the Wizards. What I'm saying is that the Lakers have been beating some quality teams, especially as of recent, where they beat the Clippers, who were a good defensive team until that night, and then they beat the New York Knicks, which is a good team in the Eastern Conference. So they've been surprising a lot of people. They've been surprising people like me. I also got to give credit where credit is due. LeBron James has been playing very well. Okay, that's one aspect of this. There is another aspect of this that we must address, which is this. The ratings aspect. Okay, the Lakers are the cash cow for the NBA, and then probably followed by the Celtics and some other teams. But it's the Lakers. So whenever the Lakers are doing well, the NBA does well. And with that, it makes sense for a lot of people to try to hype them up. And that's essentially what's happening. And I think that that's what Charles is fighting against in this clip where he says we're not going to be like all the other networks. Because if you turn on ESPN, they're hyping them up. You listen to other shows where people are talking about well-known voices. Okay, like Gil's Arena, for example. they're hyping him up. A lot of these guys are saying that the Lakers are going to win the championship this year. You have other independent creators online that are hyping him up. So there seems to be this excitement surrounding the Lakers. And I think one of the reasons that exists is because, number one, it's the Lakers and they have a humongous fan base. But also from a rating standpoint, you want to hype them up, get a lot of people involved, get a lot of people into what they're doing. They just got the center there from the Charlotte Hornets. I forgot his name, Williams. I don't remember his first name. So a lot of people feel like this team could be a contender now. You see people on TV, Kendrick Perkins, getting pissed off at people saying that he doesn't believe that it's going to work. So you got that angle of the equation there. But the question now becomes, is this team actually an NBA contender or is it not? Really, that's the operative question. Is it really a contender? Well, we got to address a few things. We got to look at a few things. Now, for the full episode of what Charles Barkley had to say about the Lakers and for you guys to hear what I really, really think in depth, be sure to sign up to our Dreamers Pro membership that we have pinned in the comments below. And if you sign up today for 24 hours, in the first 24 hours, we're going to give you guys a 50% discount. So if you want to hear the full episode for today's show, be sure to sign up to our membership. We have that pinned in the comments below. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. You don't want to miss what I have to say at the end of this show. We catch you on the next one. Peace.